Ready for some fall reading?
I am.
Dressed the part today with my fall
Yes.
colors. So my first book is a book called The House of Ashes by Stuart Neville. I've never read Stuart Neville before. He tends to write like hard-boiled crime novels, and it's not really my thing. But I always feel like he's been a gap in my mystery reading. So this one is a standalone. It's about two women. It's set in Ireland. So I was like, all right, I'm going to give him a try. So these two women, the first is Sarah. Sarah and her husband Damien have moved into the Ashes, which is a house that actually has been literally built on the ashes of a recent fire. On their first night there, they're awakened in the middle of the night by a knock on the door, and it is an old woman named Mary, and she claims that it's her house and that she's supposed to be living there. So Damien takes her back to the care home, but Sarah becomes kind of curious about Mary and about the house, and so she goes to visit Mary in the care home, and that meeting kind of turns into a catalyst for both women, because for Mary, she did indeed live in that house, but it wasn't a happy time. She and her mother and some other women were actually held prisoner there by the three men who owned the house. For Sarah, as she learns Mary's story, kind of comes to realize that she also is in an abusive relationship, and her husband has brought her to this house to kind of further isolate her from everything that she's familiar with. So, these two women, it's a hard story. It's a kind of a dark tale. It's a ghost story. It's a mystery. And I can't really compare it to Stuart Neville's other works, but I would say that he's done a really good job in kind of capturing these two women and kind of their anger, their denial, and ultimately kind of their hope for going forward for both of them. So I think if you've read him before, definitely still read him and read this book. If you haven't, and if you like authors like Benjamin Black, if you like Fiona Barry, then this might be a good way to give Stuart Neville a try.
Oh, that sounds really good, despite the difficult material.
It is. It's got some difficult parts in it. It's a little dark. It's a little violent, but also it shows these women being resilient as well, which I think he really captured on the page.
Wow, cool.